Thank you so much, Miss Regina Bless, for today in history and some global observances of the day. Up next, we have Debbie Shgrim.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. The director of field operations for the United Party, Hopeson Adorye, has called for a 1-year ban on small-scale mining activities, arguing that the measure is necessary to allow Ghana's degraded lands and water bodies recover from the effect of illegal mining. Speaking in an interview, Mr. Adorye said Ghana must adopt more decisive measures to address the environmental destruction caused by Galamsey activities, particularly within the small-scale mining firm. His comments follow a tragic incident in Bibiani, Ishaya Subekwai, where one person reportedly died and 6 others sustained injuries, further heightening concerns about the safety and impact of Galamsey in affected communities. He also recounted a recent trip to Sunyani, where he said a pilot gave him an experience to observe the extent of environmental destruction caused by illegal mining from air. According to him, the area view revealed widespread devastation to farmlands and water bodies. He noted that the pilot explained how coordinate and area surveillance could help authorities identify and combat illegal mining sites more effectively. A suggestion is said underscores the need for stronger technological support in the fight against Galamsey. Mr. Adorye acknowledged that although many people are searching for ways to make money, not every source of income should be pursued at the expense of the country's natural resources. He further emphasized that under the Ghanaian law, all minerals are vested in the state, and therefore the government must exercise stronger control over mining activities to safeguard national resources. He also proposed a complete suspension of small-scale mining activities for 1 year, while allowing large-scale illegal mining operations to continue under strict regulations in order to allow for environmental restriction. According to him, once the proposed moratoriums end, all small-scale miners, regardless of the existing license, should be required to reapply under stricter conditions. He said this would enable authorities to properly assess concession areas and prevent mining near water bodies and environmentally sensitive zones. He also called for increased use of helicopter belonging to the Ghana forces for continuous area surveillance of mining areas, arguing that such resources should be actively deployed rather than reserved mainly for official transport duties. He further linked illegal mining to rising insecurities in some communities, alleging that violent incidents, including the recent killings and injuries, could be addressed through better profiling of individuals involved in illegal mining activities. So, Mr. Hopeson Adorye is calling for the ban of small-scale mining. Now, with the issue of illegal mining, I feel like we are not serious with the fight against Galamsey. And it hurts anytime I see it here and then I speak about Galamsey. Because we've spoken about this issue for far too long. And it is still in progress. Yesterday, they've arrested about 3 or 5 Chinese nationals on our water bodies. They were seen mining. Why do we arrest these people? We arrest them because after they've gotten that goal they want, they destroy the water. They destroy the forest reserves. You will be shocked to know that some people even mine in their homes, in their house. I don't know how they get to know that there is gold in here. Someone can just walk in here with a spiritual eye or whatever it is, and then they'll just, like, they can just think or assumed there is a gold here. Or maybe a family member will be like, oh, gone are the days when our late great-grandparents said this house was built on gold. And then you see them digging. They don't care whether there are people, there are vulnerable kids who mistakenly fall into those pits. They don't care. All that they want is a piece of gold. And they are getting that piece of gold at the expense of destroying our waters, at the expense of destroying our forests. And we don't care. Some time back, they get hold of some people, and then there were instances where some political officials were like they should release them, and they sent them there. So it should tell you that we have politicians who are in illegal mining. Because if these people do not have strong hands or strong force that is backing them, they would have stopped this by now. But because the same authorities we report this incident to, the same authorities we run to in case of trouble, or the same authorities we run to for help, they're the same people involved in this. And just imagine, you are running to somebody to help you, and that person is responsible for the challenges you are facing. Are you not adding petrol to the fire? That is how it is. And so these same people that we run to for help, they are involved in it. So how can we solve it? We say illegal mining. We have small-scale mining, which we term are mining legally. They have the license, they have the permit. But for me, I feel like even the small-scale miners are mining illegally. So why don't we just ban it? At least we have enough gold. Just 1 year. A person says, yeah. If we ban small-scale mining for 1 year, and then you need to reapply with stricter conditions. I'm not sure we even supervise and monitor this mining sites. We don't. Because if we do, we would be able to get hold of these people. And you see, for me personally, I don't even trust those supervisors and people that are being designated to supervise this mining site. I don't trust them. Because everyone is corrupt. They will get there and they will take something. And so the info they're supposed to bring out there and to tell us how effective illegal mining is ongoing and how well it has destroyed our forests and our water bodies, they don't do it. We get to hear shallow info about whatever is going on. And then how do we expect to fight Galamsey with such a soft approach? This particular thing called Galamsey needs something harsher, something stricter. And it has to start from the top. If we feel like there are politicians who are engaged in illegal mining, we should start from them. We should use them as an scapegoat. And that is if we have evidence and facts to prove that this politician is sold into Galamsey, we arrest them. We set them as an example. But when we don't do that, we are just joking. We are joking. And I can boldly tell you that some of them are into it. Because we always say it. A common Galamseyer doesn't have money to be buying those chemicals to mine. And the more reason why the Galamsey work is so lucrative and attractive to them is that it pays well. The money they make in a day or in a week in that pit, it's more than, getting a genuine clean work. And so they will rather risk their life to make more money than to apply for a genuine clean work that will pay them not so much, but at least something that can sustain you. They don't want that. They don't want it. And sometimes I heard people say, oh, the government to create jobs, these people, so that they will get employees because they don't have anything to do. Trust me, we said there are no works, yes. And then the government needs to create more jobs because there are more people. Our population is increasing. But sometimes the job is there. But they don't. They want shortcut to make money. That is what they want to do. And sometimes I just feel like these people in this pit, these young boys in this pit, will know that whatever they are doing is deadly. It's like the gate of no return. You being in that pit, your chances of survival is 50-50. It's either you go in there and don't make it alive, or you go in there and then you make it alive. So what else do you want? There are instances where students, a child, I think a boy of 18 years or 70 years died in that pit without the parents even knowing that he's into Galamsey. So the dad said he has been sending him money and all that, not knowing this boy will go to school and then pack his things and be in the pit there. Unfortunately for him, one day it's carved in and he didn't make it alive. It was then his parents realized that their son is into Galamsey. That is some personal effect that you will face. Aside that, the people in that community. See, sometimes these people, they wish to talk, but who would they talk to? The person you're even complaining to. How sure are you that this person is a trusted person? Security officers are being deployed to this site. They end up taking money. They end up taking something from these people and then allow them to mine. So are we helping ourselves? We are not. We are not helping ourselves. Yes, it is true. We are all calling on the government. We want an end to Galamsey. We want an end, but we all have a role to play. Sincerely speaking, we have a role to play. The government have 90% of role to play, and we also have to take the 10%. The chiefs in these mining communities, what are they doing? Are they sleeping? Is it that they can't see what is going on? Or because they've been taped? Because no foreigner will just go into one of these mining communities and start mining on their waters, start destroying their forests. It doesn't happen that way. If you come to the settings of Ghana, aside the president, the next command, aside the president, the vice president, and the speaker of parliament who are in command when the president is not around, the vice president is not around, we know that we have the speaker of parliament and we have other people. Aside these people, the next in command is our chiefs. And so we give them that maximum respect. So there is no way a foreigner can pave his way into a community, start destroying forests, start polluting waters because they need a piece of gold without the consent of the chief in that community. How is that possible? So you can't tell me that these chiefs, they are not aware. And you see, the fact that it looks as if this Galamsey issue is dying out, no one is talking about it again. And it's as if we've spoken about it for some time now. We are not seeing any improvement. And everybody is quiet. Till it starts hitting us so hard. We will wake up from our slumber. But by the time we realize that, it will be too late for us. It will be very, very late. And so this current administration, please don't forget that it was part of your policies. One of your topmost priority is to bring an end to Galamsey. You've completed 1.5 years of your term in government. You have like 1 year and Galamsey is still in progress. Just ask yourself this question. 2028 is just in a corner, and I bet you people will vote based on this. Thank you for making time with me on the Miss Girl.